the Wolf here, and I am back with another Dungeons and Dragons session. So, last time, hold on, are here? Last time on today's solo D&D Dungeons and Dragons session. Our heroes called Silver went on a quest with Zed, Raja, Queer, and Iga to go investigate, to go help help all the things. This townspeople with because something's been help the village go help a planet. Seville. They then get a call from Planet's village. And it was a call from the mayor saying that something's been stealing the villagers' belongings. So the party went out to go and investigate what's been taking all their stuff. So, without further ado, let's begin. And also, everyone in the chat, this is a live stream, so you can comment. Hold on, guys. Let me look through my monsters. Alright. After investigating some footprints, they found out that a small critter is taking the villagers' belongings. Now, they went to go to the garden to ask China. Now, without further ado, let's get back into the gameplay. So, let's see. Hold on, guys. Alright. So, after investigating the garden, now the party, they'll have a decision. There's the item, there's the shop, one of the houses, and the cafe. There's also City Hall. So, I think from what they will go to the party will head to the shop first. As they make their way to the shop, the shop owner comes over and say, "Ah, yes. Welcome to my shop. What can I help you with?" So, Silver comes. Yeah. we came to investigate. We came to talk to you if you've seen anything. Trying to solve a mystery of what happened. People, the village items disappearing. Have you seen anything going on? Oh, as Zed explained what happened, explains, the shop owner says, yes. Well, unfortunately, I did notice something about it, cause it was this morning when I opened my shop. I was getting everything all cleaned up and organizing everything on the shelf, but all of a sudden I started hearing like weird sounds. Like I've been hearing something running around my shop. I was like, hello? Anyone there? Is there anything? The shop's not open yet. Hello? And all of a sudden, seen, I saw something moving around. It was fast. I didn't know what it was. But then, all of a sudden, the lights turned off for some reason. I'm like, what? Did I need to change the light bulbs again? And then all of a sudden, something took. When I went to go repair the light, I heard something. And then my door was. Then opened the door, and then as I look around and check my shop's door after, oh, it was wide open. Then after I fixed the light, I checked my counter, and all of a sudden, the tip jar on my counter was missing. Like, I don't know what happened. Like, it was so confused. First the lights turn off. First the light went off. And now my tip jar is missing. Like, what? And, like, I don't know what happened. Said asked, may we investigate your shop and see? Of course. Shall we investigate? Is it okay? May we investigate your shop for a moment? Oh, yes. Said. All right. Is it okay? May we take a look around at your shop? Oh, for silver, he'll say, can we take a look around at your shop and see if we can find something for you? The shop owner says, oh, yes, please, do so. As you may. All right. Now, it's time it's time for an investigation check. Now, like I said before, the DC is 10 or 12. So, let me roll for Zed, Silver, Raja, Iga, and Queer. Well, or actually, what am I? Let's see. Okay, let's start with Raja first. Okay, she got a 5. Okay, Zed. Okay, he got a 13, so he passed. Unfortunately, Raja failed. Let's do Queer. Ooh, he got nat 1, so he failed. Iga's turn. Ooh, an 18. Okay, so he passed. Now it's time for Silver's. And a 13 as well. Alright, so for those... Alright. So, for... Okay. Everyone looks around the shop to see if they can find something. However, Queer and Raja are having some trouble finding what they're looking for. They're trying to find some clues, but I don't think they found any. But, however, Zed, Silver, and Iga, as they look around the shop, they found the same footprints they saw before and found a broken light bulb. Zed calls out, "Hey, guys, come take a look at this." And so everybody rushed over what 3 found, and they found the broken light bulb and also Iga scanned he scanned the counter and sees the footprints as well, and in the same spot where the tip jar is at. It looks like something appears to climb up from... Something must have climbed up onto the counter, walked up to it. Okay, let's stand. Okay, so for some reason, something came up to the tip jar. The door was open. Here, Zed found... Well, Silver found the same footprints, just like what the shop owner did before. And Iga found the spot where the tip jar was at. But also, Zed says, "Hey guys!" And Zed found something interesting. Found out something. Something opened the door. Then run around. And there's something got on the counter. Something came up the counter, grabbed the tip jar with where the coins were. And ran off with the tip jar after opening the door. Well, actually, Queer... when Silver Zed found something. Well, actually, Ega found out something. They didn't take the tip jar. They took the coins. They took the coins that were in the tip jar, and something went into the jar. Found footprints in the jar, and looks like something took the coin, taking all the coins, and run from the tip jar, and run off through a little hole. They found a hole where the door is at. Somewhere the door is at. They questioned the shop owner and says, "Excuse me, sir, but..." Excuse me. The shop owner says, We found some... Tell you this, sir? We found something. It appears that some... Do you notice that hole right there? Oh, yes, I was gonna patch... Yeah, when I saw it, I was gonna patch it up. Oh, really? I was gonna get that fixed right away. Did you notice some... Well, yes, something must have came in here through there. And when I saw the footprints... and they said, well, sir, they didn't take the tip jar because it's too big to fit through the hole. Through that hole in the wall. However, they took the coins that were in the tip jar. The shop owner, now realizing this, he's like, oh my, well, that explains everything. Can you explain to us what was in the tip jar? Well, unfortunately, it was these silver coins, and that's when... Because the jar had some silver coins in it. Well, whatever came in really likes to take take your silver coins out of the jar. Take the silver coins out of the jar. The shop owner now sees this and says, oh my goodness, what could have done this? Zed says, I don't know, but Queer says, and then, well, things going on. Queer comes up and says, if you see anything going on here, let us know. He said, you said something small had to run past here. Did you get a good glimpse of it? Well, now that you think about it, I did see something like... It had like fur, and I did hear a footstep. I did hear some footsteps and a sound. It went wee. And after the lights turned off, I was like so confused. I see. Okay. Well, if you see... Alright. Well, we better be. But if you see anything, let us know. And the shop owner... Well, the shop owner says, of course, I will let you know right away. Okay. And with that, after everyone leaves the shop, they go on to the next. After puzzling some stuff from... Everyone looks at each other and says, well, looks like we got some clues. We found footprints and some sounds. Alright. And we know we know this creature likes to take shiny things and makes some sounds. And very good at turning off the lights. But, oh, hi, Miss Vlogger. So, no. Let's see what else we need. But we still need to figure out how to, but we're still needing to find out how to solve this mystery. Those are the only 2 clues we found so far. But, and we did find a mouse hole. We did find a hole in the wall. Yes, that makes sense. So it looks like something small had to go through it. But, so, I think we should head. Alright, let's go to our next. Alright, buddy. Where should we investigate next? So for Silver, he would say, let's head to the cafe. Tells them that they should head to the cafe and say, and he would also say that maybe somebody there can also tell us if they seen something as well. Everyone agree, and for that, everyone agrees. So they head to the cafe, where they met the cook and the chefs and the waitress, including the owner of the cafe. As they walk in, they said, "Hey, we would like to ask you some questions." After Zed said that, the owner says, "Yes. Is everything okay?" "Well, yes. We are investigating. We're okay. So, yes. Hold on, guys. Yes. We're here because we are investigating. Because a lot of the belongings, all the villagers' belongings, have been mysteriously disappearing. And the belongings have been missing. Have you seen anything? Have you seen anything? As Zed say that, the owner says, "Oh yes, of course. To tell you the truth, we saw something as well." "Oh yes, I see, and I know what you mean. And yes, to tell you the truth, our belongings have been missing as well." "Oh yes. Oh. Well, can you?" "Oh yes, I will explain everything. So this morning, I was after all my employees got ready to do some work, we were getting everything ready, getting the cafe ready for all the village. But then, unfortunately, just like what happened with the shopkeeper, just like what happened, something turned off the light. I asked one of the co-workers, I asked the employees if they're playing a prank on everyone. And they said no. But it was strange. Suddenly, something ran past us. Everyone was spooked, including, but for me, I take a good glance at, I seen something run across onto the counter and pick up a tray. I heard a loud sound. I tried to look at it, and I go, "What in the world is that?" Oh no. My waitress, the waitress sees it, and she's like, "Oh my goodness, what is that? Oh my gosh." And I go, "Everybody." And I go, "What in?" My chef goes, "Oh no, we got a critter in, there's a critter in the kitchen." Oh dear. Oh. And I hear my waitress saying, "There's one in, Monsieur. Sir. I go, "Yes, what is it?" "There's a creature. There's a small creature in the dining hall." I go, "Oh my goodness gracious." They were running around, and we keep hearing this loud sound. They've been turning off the light. They dimmed the lights, and it was so hard for us to figure out what on earth is doing this. And then I see it. I looked on my foot, and it was, I see it. I take a good glance at this this small critter. I look at it and say, "Oh no, get it out of here, get it out of here." So I grab the broom and say, "Out of my wrist. Hey, no." I'm like, "Oh no, I cannot have that critter in my cafe." So I grabbed the broom, and I heard, and then it ran out. As that happened, after I closed the door, the waitress says, "Sir, the silverware." "Yes, what is it?" "They're gone." I looked at all the tables, and the silverware were missing. I was like, "Oh my dear goodness, they took all the silver." I'm like, "Oh my goodness, oh my gosh, they took all the silverware." And I hear the cooks and the chef in the kitchen and say, "Sir," go, "Sir, they took all of our ingredients and our chef, and they came, sir." Go, "Sir, we have a problem." I go and look and said, "They went into the pantry and took all the food, all the ingredients for our recipes." Yep. I go, "Oh my goodness." Yep. And just like that, all the food in the pantry, they got into a lot of things in the pantry, like all the ingredients, like all the veggies, meat, all the veggies, the proteins, and including all the ingredients that the cooks get ready to make they need to. I also see that their cooking utensils have been missing, and including the pots and pans. I'm like, for me, I am in complete shock right now. I was in complete shock at seeing how did these little creatures these little critters got into the cafe, took all the utensils, the ingredients for all the cooks' recipes, and including all the cooking material, including the cooking material. I was really, this is, and that's what happened. After hearing this, Zed said, for the critter, what did it look like? Oh, well, well, I did take a good look at it. It was like, it was really fluffy. It had fur. It was running on all four legs. I did take a look at the tail. Here, it was like this small. It was about this small, this size. And I did see some like teeth that almost look like a beaver. And I did see some like hands and feet and the tail. Did you see what it tail looked like? Well, it kind of looks like an opossum's tail. Well, yes, it looked like an opossum's tail. But so after Silver is hearing this, I think for him, I think I'm gonna roll him I would say a nature check. So same with DC, 10 or 12. Ooh, okay. He got 19, so he passed. After hearing the shop owner's story, Silver... Okay, wait. Okay, so Silver got a 19. Let me roll for the others. Okay, I did Silver, so he got 19. Raja, oh, she got a nat 1, so next up is Zed. Okay, he got a 5. Queer. Ooh, he got a 19 as well as for Silver. That's Silver. Next up is Iga. Ooh, 13. Okay. So these are the 3 that pass. For the 3 that pass, they'll go last. So Zed and Raja try to think for a moment to see what they can find out. Figuring out what it was he saw. But they think it was just a small, just a normal creature. But however, Silver, Queer, and Iga. Think for a moment. Until Silver says, I know. I figure out what came in here. Everyone here, what Silver heard from the cafe owner's story. The small creature that after puzzling everything together at the shop, the garden, the shop, and the cafe, after puzzling it all together, he said, I think a small critter would have to be a rat. They all say, oh, my, oh, yes, said said Reja, Iga, and Queer. After hearing what Silver shop owner described, and Silver figuring out what's been taking all the villagers, and after identifying the creature as a rat, they all were like, everyone is like, yes, that makes much more sense. That makes much more sense now. It all makes sense. Zed says, it all makes sense now. Yes, it all makes sense now. As Silver explains how the rats have been doing. As small as these rats can be, because of their size and small size and taking some, it appears that these rats, from what Silver also figured out, that this one rat didn't actually come alone. There must be some individual rats somewhere in the area, and they have to go and find them. So, but as everybody's hearing, everybody comes to the conclusion, hear what Silver said, but from outside, everybody was here, putting all the pieces together. Someone from the cafe, the mayor, and the person from a house right next to the town hall, and said, everyone, come to town hall right away. So the mayor, they were like, oh, please, I saw one of those creatures, and did I heard that, were they rats? Yes. The person from the house right across the cafe says, oh, I saw those things too. They were running around. And no, they won't. We better go. We better explain this to. We better head to town hall. Someone from the house across the street saying, excuse me, I'm sorry I had to bother you right now, but the mayor said something's going on in town hall. And after hearing this, Zed said, Zed tells everyone, all right, everyone, we have to head to town hall right away. So they followed the person from her house across to the city hall, and says, please, the mayor's having, whoa, oh, stop, Brenda, oh, they, after going into town hall, the mayor says, "Oh, heroes, thank goodness you're here." Silver says, "Look, there are some rats. Look, there they are. They're the rats, right there." Zed, as "Oh, thank goodness you're here, heroes. These critters came into my office," and Zed explained to them, "Yeah, we know. Our ranger here, our ranger buddy here, explained everything, and and we've solved the mystery of what's taking everyone's belongings." "Oh, thank goodness! What are they?" "They're rats." "Oh, yes, yes, I seen them as well. They came into my office. They're in my office somewhere. Please, and and they, while everybody helps the mayor, they all see it. A rat. They see this creature, as after Silver identified it as its head was exposing its brain. And for a split second, it dimmed the light. The lights mysteriously turned off. As Zed said, "I don't think we're doing." As the creature goes on and steals one of the trophies that the mayor has. The mayor says, "It's running off with..." Or actually, the mouse rat sees the key to the city and carries on and say in its mouth. See, Zed, Raja, Queer, and Iga see these mice carrying the key from the city out of the mayor's office. It's in a panic. The mayor says, "Stop those key-stealing mice! Those key-stealing rats! They stole the key to the city!" As Zed and everyone, without state, Zed said, "Come on, everyone, let's go after them." As they all ran, as Silver, Raja, Queer, Iga, and Zed ran after the rats. While running, Raja said, "Did you see what that rat did? Those rats did? They turned off the lights, just like as the shopkeeper said." "I don't think these are Zed said, "I don't think these are normal rats." And as they made it out of the town, outside of town, they see more rats. As they made it to the center part of town, they not just see one, they see 5 individual of these rats. But these are not just, these are not just any ordinary rat. Bromont has seen their brain, realized something. these are not just ordinary rats. These right here, what they have found out, and they see their brain exposed out of their head. Zed realizes and says, "Look out, everyone! These are cranium rats!" And with that, it's time for all 5. It's time for everyone to roll initiative. So starting off, we have Raja. She got an 18. Zed. Ooh, he got an 8. So it's time. Next up is Queer. 6. And now Iga. Oh, he got 1. And Silver with a 14. Okay. Okay. And now it's the rats. Roll for an initiative. Oh, and they got it too. So it goes Raja, Silver, Zed, Queer, the Cranium Rat, and Iga. Alright. So alright. Let me go through my book and see. Ooh. Okay, starting off from the top, we have Raja. And let's see if I can find. Alright. So Raja will go first. And for her attack, she is gonna take her dagger and take a swing slash at that rat. Ooh. Unfortunately, she got a 1. Raja tries her best to use her dagger to aim for this rat. Aim for the first rat. But she missed. Now, it's Silver's turn. Silver will use his arrow into firing right at that rat. Now, hold on, guys. Now for Silver. Let's see. Where? Now. Whoop. Now for Silver. Let's see. Now for Silver. Let's see. He is gonna use his bow and arrow to fire and, well, actually first, he's gonna cast Hunter's Mark on the rat. And he's gonna take his bow and arrow and take a first shot at this rat. At the second rat. Right. Ooh, he got a 16. And so, it's me. So, arrow. That hits. And so that hits. Wait. And that hits. Time for... Okay. That hits. They have a DC of... Their arm so 16, that hit. 2 in the... So Silver, after firing his arrow, with D6, since it's 16, and since Hunter's, and since he had Hunter's Mark, since that was a 1, that, and since Silver had a 16, with the Hunter, that's 2 for D8, 4, and that'll deal some points of damage as Silver fires his arrow right at the... It gets hit. Just like that. The rat screams and going... And then die. And then goes down. Alright, next up is Zed's turn. Zed sees Silver. See the same thing. So they too are gonna use his werewolf form into his werewolf form and use one of his claws to attack. Right. Now. Zed will use his claws and take a good swing at swipe at one of those, at the third right in front of him. Ooh, but with the nat 1, he missed. As he goes for a swing, he missed right at rat. And that was the end of his turn. Now it's Queer's turn. Queer decided to grab... Wait, and go for the one. Unfortunately, Queer tries to go for an attack, but he fails. But now, It's the rat's turn. First one, we'll go for Zed. And with 11, let's see. Nope. The first one will miss. Tried to go for a bite for Zed, but that failed. Second rat will, the other rat will go for Raja. Ooh, but unfortunately that hits. Let me check the DC for Bard. It got an 18. That will be. Ooh. Okay, let's see. With an 18, that will. Ooh, that'll hit. Ooh, that will hit. No. That'll hit. And let's see the pierce. It'll take or raise the DC. That'll be a 1, 4. That'll be a 4d6. Okay, so. Yep. This rat attack goes for a bite for Rage as she takes some. She gets bit by this rat. She 1 point, 1 hit, piercing damage. The other one will go for Queer. But it missed, as it too tries to go for a bite attack. But it missed. The other one will go for Silver. Ooh, 19, that'll hit. Now, yep, 19, that'll hit. As Silver gets. As Silver takes 1 point of piercing damage. 2. Well, right. Since Raja got bit. 7. 1 piercing damage. And 2. And now it's Iga's turn. Iga sees his teammates getting hurt. Okay. So he will grab one of the he's gonna go for a slam attack. Now let's see. Slam attack. As Iga will go for a slam attack. to roll. Roll for him. As 6 plus 12. Unfortunately, that does not hit. As Iga tries its best to go for it dodged right out of the way. But unfortunately, guys, that is where we're gonna end the session right here. Next week, we will continue the battle. The battle will still be continued for next week's session. For right now, it's time to take a pause. We're gonna end the session right there. So, yeah, guys. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna be ending it off here. If you guys enjoyed this Dungeons and Dragons session, please leave a like, subscribe, and click on that notification bell to see more videos like this. And as always, I will see you guys next time. Okay.